guys, welcome back to the channel, and hopefully this is going to be the last episode on the 61. So far, we've rewired the entire car, or thereabouts, connected all the wires to where they need to go, got all that working, did the brakes, and, well, got it running. This episode, we're going to go through the engine, make sure it's, as tip-top as I can make it. Carburetor, electronic ignition, oil change, valves, the whole gamut. Fuel system, new fuel line front. I know I complained in the last episode that I think it was the last episode. Anyway, I complained in one of the brake episodes because it was a two-parter that we got to replace the tank's fuel line, the tank, the chassis, and then all in the back because I think there's a fuel filter in the back of this car, and I'm not a fan of that. But I think first thing I'm going to do is get this thing up some and start draining this tank so that when we get to pulling it, it'll be empty. And work on other stuff as well. Maybe drain the oil too, because that'd be very convenient. Drain all the fluids at once. Plan. Kinda. Already going off the rails, because I don't have one. I don't know if it picks up in my mic, but due to my absolutely piss poor planning, and Kentucky being Kentucky, it's deciding to rain. Which, not a big deal, except the terrible planning comes into play because, well, I got kind of a packed house here, and, well, my damn Corvette's outside. I mean, it could use a wash, but I mean, really? Try to get this fuel line off so I can connect it to this fuel line so I can drain it into that fuel line receptacle. Gas can, jerry can. Fuel containment receptacle, whatever. Don't judge me. I mean, judge me all you want. You watch this channel long enough, you probably wonder how I'm in business. And it's because I am a delightful individual who sort of knows what I'm doing. More a delightful individual than the sort of knows what I'm doing part, to be fair. All right, oil's draining, fuel's draining. We're gonna wait on the draining to stop, and we'll start up top. Remember, I have to put the oil in for, actually, no. We're gonna work bottom to top. So, I think the plan is, fuel drains, oil's draining, it's almost done. We'll adjust the valves. So this is why I'm not doing the up, down. Place the fuel line, no, because I gotta run a new hard line because the hard line up there is terrible. I told you my plan is just great. There wasn't that much fuel in here, so that's kind of a good thing. So let me let this stuff drain, and then I'll figure something out. Oil's drained. I think the next thing we'll move on to, well, distributor's in backwards. What the hell did that go to? Oh, coil. Yeah, one's back here, so not a big deal. We're replacing the wires, replacing the plugs, all that good stuff. Getting all this out of here. I just like making a note where, plugs start or plug wires start, because if I put it in the correct orientation where number one would be here, forward 2, you want a 009, well, it wouldn't start. And we know this thing runs. So let's not screw up the running and, you know, make more troubleshooting for myself that doesn't need to be there. And where'd this red wire go to? That's going to the choke. All right. Nice little jumper. But that'll go away as well. Yeah. All right. Plug wires. They're nice and plasticky. So they're good. Trash. Ow. And another plug wire. Where'll this go to? Oh, license plate light. Whoops. Jiggle wiggle that in. All right, now that's attached. I got to put a clamp or something to hold all these wires here so it doesn't look that terrible. All right, plugs. Let's zip them out real quick. Again, I keep forgetting this thing has a lock. Go up there for now. Go up there for now. Oh, this is going to be, hold on. I don't know if you remember the first video of this. What's this, 30 horse? 40 horse? First video of this car firing up, if you watched it. You know, mouse houses and stuff blew out of this thing. Yeah, we got a nest on top of the cylinders. I'll blow it and see if it comes out, but I don't know if you can tell all that. Oop. Come on. I could snake my way in a gas tank, but I don't know if you can tell all the fluffy stuff. Yeah, I noticed it when I was pulling. You kind of see it. Some right there. Acorn. Yeah, it's pretty packed in here. I noticed it when I was pulling a spark plug out. I saw some stuff come out. So I think I'm going to do, I'll put new plugs in this thing just to seal those holes. Normal NG case I always run. New plugs seal the holes, and I'll blow air up and see if I can get some of this out when it's running. Hopefully I can turbulate it so that the fan is blowing down as I'm jetting up, and maybe it can find its way out. Yeah, mice nest, rat's nest, not good. The top of the tin feels fine. Like, it doesn't feel like it's on top of the cylinders, it just feels like it's down. And I don't think there's that much in there, but you really don't want that much in there because, well, you don't want a sweater on your engine that's trying to cool. All right, let's Tighten those plugs. There it is. Come on. Oh, I thought I was in further than that. Ow. You ever just like roll your wrist wrong and you like pop it? Well, if not, you don't know what the hell I just felt. But if so, you know what I just felt. So weird. Also, I want to move this voltage regulator, probably put it on the back wall or something like that. Just due to the fact that it's not, if it was a solid state, I don't care if it lives there, but because it's, a typical Bosch relay with the, the points and clickety clacks on the inside, they don't like vibration so much. So I'm going to move it from a vibrating area. All right, plugs are in. Throw some of these wires on. Out of there. Actually, because I like to work completely backwards, let's put the electronic guts in this thing while I'm here. So I don't have to take the cap off again. Doink, doink. Yeah, the drive has to be in backwards because the actual drive on the motor engine has to be in backwards because the distributor is pointing correctly. Now I can fix it by rotating the base, but the engine sounds good. It sounds healthy. It sounds like it's in time properly. So I do not want to go out of my way to mess with it. I mean, I'm probably going to have to adjust timing. But as far as ripping it open, pulling the whole distributor out and doing that, not going to do it. It doesn't need to be done. I'm not just randomly going to do it. Put it to you that way. It will live 180 off. And believe it or not, it will be happy about it. All right, electronics. Same ones I run on everything. 30, whatever. 99432s. I should remember that number, but I don't. All right, throw these in here gently. You don't want to cut the casing or anything like that. Or you do. I mean, that's up to you. I'm not going to tell you how to build your car. I personally don't want to cut the casing or the wires. There you go. Grommets in. Wire. Come on. Find the notch. There we go. Allen key. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Snug. Rotor disc. On. Cap. Little dust cover. Points. Rotor button. Wow. Cap. Done. And these I'm just going to leave like this just due to the fact that I think I'm going to run the coil. Or I typically run them up here. Oh, I got plenty of length on this. Nice. All right. Those are not going anywhere yet, just because I have to put the coil somewhere. Speaking of which, bracket. He's been on the floor for about a week. And I'm pretty sure that's what they are. Jeez, how many did I order? 4 of them. Okay. I order things and forget I order them. Or like quantities. Usually if I have like a good deal, I'll order a bunch of them. Yeah. Nice new shiny coil bracket. It's going to live up here. Typically where I put them. That should give me plenty of room to attach to. So let me drill 2 holes, put 2 riv nuts in them, and itch my hand. 2 holes, riv nuts, mount this, and then we'll throw the coil on. Sounds like a plan. I also got to slot this because I like having a slot on this side and a slot here so I can just kind of whoop, hook it in. All right, coil slotted, riv nuts. Whoop, installed. Hopefully. Slide, hook, done. If I had my 10. And I do because I'm a professional human. Yeah. Like I said, I like to slot them because you can keep these bolts on. And loosen them. You don't have to worry about playing the, can I get this bracket to back out? I say this in all my videos, if you are going to be using a electronic ignition, you need a internally regulated or ballast, whatever, resisted coil. Otherwise, you'll burn one up. I don't know if you noticed in the intro, there's the Corvair here. If you watch that video, I'm pretty sure its ignition is on the fritz. Hence why it's back. Also other reasons. How did I lose the new old one? There it is. Just make noise, that's fine. All right, we'll just put new tabs on because I don't have the things. That, and this. I mean, I can use one of these, right? I don't know. I need connectors. That's what I'm getting at. I put the coil on backwards. Typically, I like the hot on this side just because it's a cleaner run. I don't need to put it on backwards. I put it on upside down so that the flathead's on the bottom. To loosen it, they'll spin this coil. Put that how I want to orientate it, or how I should have. Like I said, it's just a cleaner line to me. And tighten this again. I typically put the damn flathead on, or flathead or Phillips, whatever you want to call it, the screw on the top. I did not on this one, obviously. All right, negative. We could reach that, no problem. If I have to adjust it, I can adjust it. It's not a big deal. But I'd rather, you know, not. That ratchet still under here. I remembered. Snug and positive. Throw two of these on. Boop. One's going to go down, one's going to go sideways. If you watch this channel, you know, well, I am going to put a new carburetor on this thing. But I deactivate the idle air run-on thing, the solenoid. So the only wire I run is to the choke. Is it right? I don't know. But have I had a problem or a complaint from anybody? No. Do I recommend doing it? If you're not me? No, I don't. Only reason I say it that way is if it screws up and I did it, I will, well, be more than happy to fix it. But if you do it and it screws up, I can't fix it. I need a 3 on that. Shit. I can do 3. Let's see. Positive for this. Come on. Boop. This way I know I always have a signal. Boop. Negative. Boop. This wire looks stupid. It's the correct length and too long all at the same time. I'll put a zip tie on it. Do I have a zip small one? I do. Fancy. Zip it back to itself. There. Bing, bing, boom, boom. Side gutters, flush cuts, what have you. So then, all right, this is good. This I can live with. Coil's good. This hot will run just to the choke when we get to that point. Fuel lines. Just going to get these out of the way for the carburetor because we're going to run a new carb. And vis-a-vis, new fuel line. Because we're getting rid of the under there as well. Yeah. Nice and wibbly wobbly. I think I said when we got this thing running, it was you come out of here. You're going to go back in, but currently you come out of there. Right. Back. I think I said when I originally got this thing running, it was leaking fuel. And, you know, that's not ideal. This carb really isn't that tight. I'm honestly surprised how good it ran. 3031 pick. I mean, it's the right carb. What do they have going on? I don't know if that picked up, but someone bought, I guess, a new credit score, and the bank's not going to be happy with the way that they're revving the crap out of it. Oh, someone made a spacer block. And made another spacer block. And a gasket. And a spacer block. Someone made a lot of spacer blocks. That's cool. Haven't seen handcrafted ones. And here's some more of that foam or stuff. I don't know where that bolt went. That went. Huh. Gasket. All right. New carburetor. All right, and I'm back. Also, real quick, because I wasn't even thinking about anything, typically. The reason for these custom shims, you can tell they're custom made. I like them. I'm going to save them. I might run them on something. Is the lack of a one-piece spacer block. When you're running, the 3031 carburetors, basically the carbs that you can get that are cheap that fit these manifolds, you have to space them up. Otherwise, the linkage hits the genset. But this allows a range of motion, and that's what you want. Let me get some hardware. 12s. Yeah, you want the free range of motion. And I don't know, I might have to go back in the video or pay attention to what I just did, but I don't even think that those were spaced up high enough to give a full whap. These are M8 by 1.25 JICs, so they're 12 head instead of a typical 13 millimeter. Snug them down, don't go crazy. Connect the throttle. Because I'm here and I don't want to lose this stupid thing. Return spring. I typically don't like running them, but we'll put it on. It sometimes makes it more of a pain in the ass. You fight it. It seems like this one actually will cooperate. Yeah, that carburetor was a little, just going on the feel of everything, felt like it was way out of whack. Off the choke, guys. Make sure you set these things off the choke. Because if you do it on the choke, you'll end up with cruise control when it goes off the choke. Ask me how I know. Done it way too many times. One of the main reasons I preach, make sure you set it off the choke or attach your cable off the choke. This one still feels bindy. This might be the cable. Get a little more loose on it. Not going to hurt anything. There we go. Yeah, the cable was binding just a little too much for my liking. Oh, now I gotta crazy arm this. Goes all the way down. So it's maybe a pinch, but we can dial that out when we need to dial that out. All right, next, that. I know, this is fun, exciting, and riveting content that I typically strive for. Wrong size. All right, idle air cut off. This is what I was talking about. Look, yell at me all you want. I don't run them. Make sure if you do cut it, you get the spring that's in here out. I just cut the plungers off. Reinstall. Call it good. All right. Now all I have is one wire that goes from here to there. Let's see. What else? Get the plug wires on, fuel line. We'll attach this. I think we're just going to do the, I got to change the battery. I think we're just doing the tune-up video in this one. And then the on-the-road button-up special on the next one. It's kind of how I'm feeling right now, to try to get everything out. Get everything the way I want it to be. And not like completely squish this video. Who keeps annoying me? It is 9 o'clock at night. Give me a minute. Be right back. Change the battery. I ran that hot wire. Nothing, you know, nothing out of the ordinary. It's just one wire. Let's get some fuel line put on. Boop. 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 Shh. Yeah, I like it that way. Orientation. It's like feng shui for me with hose clamps. Yeah, we'll get this thing running again. Come on. Yeah, plan right now, because I have amazing plans. The plan is right now I want to get this thing running, and then we'll button up the rest of the stuff, because like I said, there's a long one. I need the long one. Oh, I got anti-seize over everything, over these wires. Crap. It's gonna get over everything as soon as you touch it. It's like, it's worse than going to a strip bar and telling your old lady you haven't been there just due to the fact that you smell like vanilla and glitter. Well, you don't smell like glitter, you glitter. You know, scratch what I just said. But if you've ever done that, you know what I'm talking about. There's a dumb backstory to that, from personal experience, that did not involve a strip club. 1, 2. Come on. I don't think that went in. With one of my ex-girlfriends. Sorry, brain fart. There we go, go in. I still blame my friend for setting me up on that one. Yeah, my thing of anti-seize. And on the table, the bench, whatever. And, well, it lovingly found the wires. Which, again, isn't the end of the world, except it gets everywhere. If you ever play with anti-seize, you know what I'm talking about. You can look at it wrong, and you'll be wondering where the hell it keeps coming from. Like now. All right. 1, 2, 3. I put a plug in here. What are we doing? We're not attaching, that's what we're doing. What the hell? No, it attaches. Well, it attaches to that. Alright, let's try to get this one on. And we can struggle with number 4. What the hell? That one went on fine. Oh, did I screw up? Sure did. You probably know exactly what I've done. If you don't, I'll show you. Take the tip off. Got distracted, I guess. Did it on the other 3. Forgot on the last one. 4. There we go. How did I? Damn it. Remind me to rehook this up in the next episode. Alright, I think I have things. I do. I'm going to have to order more. These aren't necessary, the plug holders. They just make life a lot easier. You can get them, you know, make it look a little cleaner. More like, you know, you care a bit. So, you know, we'll whip you all over the place. This side, that side's fine. It's typically that side I run them. The cables are long enough to kind of sink it down. All right. Oh man. So I'm not allowed to have things. What do I do with that long wire? I showed it off. I know it exists. I just don't know what the hell I did with it. Oh shit. I mean, I can make one. It's not a big deal. But I buy that kit because I don't have to make them. I see it. All right, coil wire. Get this on. And that. Boink. I might come back and shorten it, might not. Probably will. It's not going to hurt anything being long, it's just long. I'll be in the next episode. Like I said, I need to get this thing running and get you guys a video. And I don't want it to be so chopped up. You know, just basically cutting something together. All right, I'm going to make a new steel line because the old one is whatever this is. I don't like it, I guess is what I'm getting at. So I'm going to make a new steel line to go here and connect that part of the fuel line. And what else am I doing? We got to pull the tank and do the line under there because I want to pull the tank out to put the new line in because I can put a surface loop in as well. All right, give me a second. Let me make some line. All right, fuel lines ran, or at least everything under here is ran. Next, I got to connect it to the chassis. Let's connect this and put a filter in. Typically, I think I say I put a filter in the under the engine bay, but for this one, I'm not going to. Also, this thing runs really good. I don't know if I'm going to do the valves. I say that, but you know I'm going to. Because I wouldn't feel right if I didn't. Some dumb morals I have. I do have to make sure I have RTV before. Ah, geez. Man, these things are just solid. I gotta make sure I have RTV before I pop the covers open, though. Because if I don't, new gaskets are gonna leak. That's just what happens. Let's see. I honestly don't think I have any RTV. All right. That'll be in the next episode, doing valves. What am I doing? Oh, fuel filter. I've had the worst luck with new fuel filters. I've been trying like almost every style that's out there now. Because they all seem to freaking leak. I don't have a straw. I was hoping I had one on my old cans. New can have one. So what I've been doing, what I've been doing lately is pre-filling fuel filters with brake clean, carb clean, doesn't matter, and seeing if they leak. Because I put on a couple of them, and well, let's just say they be coming right off. I think I've shown it on this channel before. They just immediately leak. Yeah, it seems like if I like pre-fill them. This is a new style. I've never ran it before. Typically, that style. I have two different types. That or like the clearer ones. This style. They seem to leak. I'm trying to get away from leaky fuel filters because it's not a really good look. Plus, we're pre-moistening it. Not that that matters. All right, let's get this attached. Screwdriver. Just go there. Man, something hit these pushrod tubes. It's like something got jacked up on it. But they're painted over, so I don't know. There's probably some rubbing going on in there. I don't know. Not my problem yet. I like to caveat the yet because somehow it will turn into my problem. Mainly because I'm working on it. Clip. All right. I got it opened up. I'm happy I did. I'm not happy I don't know where my screwdriver is. Now I'm finding all Phillips. What is going on here? It's too big of a chisel point. That'll work. Anyway, I'm happy I did. They're way too tight. Intake feels okay. Still a little tight. These jam nuts are ran in really, really far. But intake 2 feels okay. And then I think exhaust 4 felt super loose. Yeah, it's not super loose, it's just loose. See, now over here, let's just do this one real quick. Credit score. Little on the tight side. Little on too tight side. Snug that. That feels good. That needs to be tightened and these need to be loosened. Like I said, I would not feel right if I didn't go through and do this. Needs more. If you watch this channel, you know what I'm doing. I'm basically skipping around. Set it at cylinder 1. You can do cylinder 1 intake, cylinder 1 intake 2, exhaust 4. Roll at 180. You do cylinder 3, intake 4, exhaust 2. So you're gonna be rolling it over twice. You're not trying to find like TDC for each cylinder. Have I had problems doing this? Only on like cammed engines where the lube timing is just a little bit different. Off, if you will. And I do not like the way this one is. the adjusters like ran all the way in. I mean, it's correct. It's just weird. It's like it's too short. I wonder if we have different push rods in here. That feels right. And we just got to back that one off some. They weren't off by much, but they're off enough that would make me question runability. Especially if when they get hot. Because everything gets tight. That feels good. That feels good. That feels good. Coil up top, roll it 180, and then we'll do the other ones. All right, guys, let's give it a. All right. Pull this tank. The other thing I do want to do while I'll have the tank out is I want to replace this master cylinder reservoir. I do have the new one, and access will be really amazing to have. Also, there's only two holdy tabs holding it in. There's nothing on the back. I just cut the, I don't want to lose this. I just cut the fuel line under here. So this shouldn't give me too much of an issue. Nope. Boop. All right, we'll come back to this. Like most things, we'll just change it. I'll get rid of that. I forgot a screwdriver. Damn it. Do I have one? What size are you? Is this the correct size? It is not. But that will be for those clamps. Eee! And the brake video, I'll just show you. This is how it's teed. It's late model reservoir, so it has both outs, and then it gets teed to this. And it's running over the suspension components, and you can tell it's been doing it for a while because someone put rubber hoses over the rubber hoses. I just have it attached as it is, just so it can, so I was able to bleed the brakes. Me popping this apart and putting it together or putting a new one on isn't going to affect anything. There's a peanut shell in here. So let me do that first. Do this first. See, now this is full. Yep, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Good news is I already have this line. So I just got, just got to pull it off. Hopefully drain stuff all over the place, make a mess, and put in the new stuff. Should be pretty easy to get out. I say that, but I have no idea how much of a pain in the ass it's going to be. Let me get a cup and I'll drain it into a cup. Let's use brain. Reservoir, new line. Let's try to get all this stuff out. That's drained. Try to, well, I'm not trying to save anything. Let's just cut everything. I keep hitting my head, but I need it low-ish. Add the snips, because I had to cut that line to get the gas tank out. I just did a circle. No. What the hell did I do with them? Well, shit. They're there. Alright, I'm just gonna cut all this stuff. It seems a lot easier. There we go. Just get that out. How is this happening? course, hose clamps that weren't that attached. Perfect. Nice. All right. Now I can install this guy, which is supposed to. I'm happy this clip's or clamp's still there, but that will live there, and then we can put this guy back to where it was supposed to live. Once I get all this stuff situated. Which is going to be fun on its own. I'm not going to be able to fit a hose clamp down through here. I might. Let's try that first. All right. That. See how bad this leaks? Topped off. Ow. Damn it, every freaking time. Where do I put the cap for this? It is a bit on the mucher side. All in all, not that bad of a mess. Put the cap back on. No rhyme, reason, or length other than I want it to be long enough so I can pull this tank out or lift this tank and surface it if need be. I'm not going to say longer the better, but honestly, longer the better. Where's my impact? Yeah, because nothing's worse than if you ever do have to lift your gas tank out and your line is the exact length. All right, gas tank. Gently but firm. Wiring harness. You can move. Wiring harness, get off of there. Wiring harness, get out of there. All right. Now, simply connect the front. I can shorten this a lot more. The line stay. The yep. The line for this thing is pointing the wrong way, so it'd be wrapping on top of the steering gear, which I don't like. So hopefully it can move it without screwing anything up. And then what are the odds that I can loosen that petcock, re-index this, and not have a massive problem. Probably terrible, but I'm going to try it. I just changed that battery. I'll be back. All right, I was going to, even got my wrench. I was going to rotate this, but I don't know if you can tell. That's looks like JB Weld to me. I do not want to open Aunt Dora's box with having JB Weld on there. Man, if it breaks, it breaks. You know, put it to you that way. Oh, good. It actually loosened. All right. I think I have a spare, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh wow, I'm happy I took this thing off. This wasn't going to be done, or taken off, but I'm happy I did. Oh, that came really close to being a bad day. All the schmutz that's in there. All right, let me go digging around, see if I have another petcock fuel relief. If not, I'm gonna have to clean this. I think I have a spare. I think I have a spare tank somewhere. That should be good, or it should be usable. Give me a minute. All right, guys. This is my spare one. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better than the one that was on there. So, I guess what I'm getting at is however this one goes on is however this one's going to go on. As far as the indexing goes, this is just a, light Hail Mary. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. But yeah, it went on. Should be hopefully good. I'm hoping. Take to clear the wires. We're sitting on something. What are we sitting on? What is now hitting? It's nothing important. Well, I mean, the fine importance is the rod for the reserve. It's just hitting the fuel line. It's not like it moves, so it's not a big deal. Put these bolts back in. I'll get new hardware like I typically do. I have got to restock. That should be plenty. Definitely. All right. Just stick my head under there, make sure we don't have an immediate leak. And we'll fire this thing up. Nope. All seems dry. Well, seems wet like it was, but dry now. It doesn't seem like I've added to the wetness, I guess is what I'm getting at. There. That should solve any of the other wetness that might go on. All right, let's lower this thing and hear her fire up. Try it again. And I did put oil in it. I did put oil in it. I don't have to go killer low. I just need to go low enough. And I need that screwdriver. All right. Ooh, battery's weak. Still got the charger in here, don't worry. I don't know how old this battery is, but it's been a trooper. AGM standard 12 volt. Yeah, it's only at 20%. And we're going to need some cranking to get this thing fired, but I'm just going to cheat it. That's empty. Flood the crap out of it. I need fuel to get picked up. Almost. Fun thing is I lost that brake clean straw already. So I'll shove another one on. All I'm doing is filling the vent. Well, I wasn't happy on that. We have smoke lightning coming off of this side. It's just oil burn off. What's the gas pedal feel like? Does it return? Nope. All right. Refire. All right. Yeah, that timing was way off. It actually ran pretty good for being so far off. Whew. All right. This is going to be fine. Just need to get this air filter off. Yeah, just weird as far as how far off it was, and it was time, running good. I mean, it started idled. I am still running whatever gas was in here, so not the greatest. But it is mixed with fresh fuel, so it's also not the worstest. There we go. Get a nice air filter on there. Yeah, most likely gonna close this out. I have to do something with this carburetor. The linkage, the throttle cable, whatever. Mainly because the cable is what's causing it to stay stuck. It's not the carb. The cable's binding or wedged, or it's doing something it's not supposed to be, I guess is what I'm getting at. Oh man, it is bad in here. All right. Let me get rid of this spring. That could be holding it up. No, the cable's just stiff. Like, it's not, I mean, it's stiff. I would have to put a really, really heavy duty spring on this thing. Or shorten it. I'm gonna have to look under there and see what's going on. Fires up good. Just want to make sure it's as tight. It's like a double jam nut. It's very hinky. Yeah, without the cable, it's fine. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to mess with the choke timing because it's not the best. It's still on the choke. The car's warmed up. It's 3 screws. We can rotate it. Give it just a little bit quicker opening time. We're going into summer, so that'd be fine. Don't mess with the damn thing if you don't know what you're doing. Please. because you can get it all out of whack. I just want to give it a little more. I want it to open a little sooner. Because the engine can take the RPMs. I guess is what I'm getting at. So, we move that. I think what I'm going to do is let this thing marinate for a while, like overnight wise. Come back at it tomorrow. Make sure we don't have any leaks, mainly with that fuel tank, and close out this video. Because, yeah, time, editing, I like making excuses on why I don't get stuff done, but I mean, realistically, a lot of stuff is shipping and parts. I think what we're going to do, I'll close out this video if everything's good, because we know it runs, we know it should drive, and we'll pick up with buttoning this thing up and getting it on the road. Next episode should be fairly easy. It's more or less, could I take this out right now if it doesn't have any leaks? Yeah, well, not right now, but tomorrow, when it's light outside. Yes, I could. The car is, in all intents and purposes, drivable. But the throttle cable I'm not happy with, and I want to button some other stuff up because it's, like I say, below my standards. But it's below my standards. So, mainly that voltage regulator. So, like I said, see what we have in the morning. Hopefully we have no leaks. Over the master's not leaking, over the fuel tank's not leaking, and we can move on from there. Alright guys, it's the next day. And well, like I said, I was pretty sure I was going to close out this episode, but also I felt a little froggy and thinking maybe we'll get this car on the road. With that said, I will close out this episode because, well, like everything on this channel, developments happened. Well, let me just, having to sit overnight, oil leak, major oil leak. And I made a comment, I'm pretty sure, about the pushrod tubes being completely screwed up. They're bent. And, well, they're not making a seal anymore, so they're just dumping oil. Let me fire this thing up, let it temp up some, and I'll show you what I'm going on about. But yeah, it needs pushrod tubes. Well, the tubes, the seals. I'm just going to do the, universal, so we're not pulling the engine or doing anything else. And I still got to do the electrical and stuff like that. I just wanted to get on the road to make sure everything was working correctly. I really don't have any ill regrets about that. It should function as it should. The engine sounds healthy. Everything's checking all the boxes. So let me get this thing warmed up, and I'll show you what I'm talking about with the leak. But yeah, it's a pretty good one. Oh, also I want to get a throttle cable on this thing, like a legitimate one, because the steel cable, it's not worth risking the car or myself just to drive. Fires right up though. It's a good, healthy sounding engine. Let me go let this thing circulate and warm up. I will say one thing, this thing is running like a Swiss car. Will it just settle down? Nope. Yeah, there's a bunch of leaks. Pushrod tubes are going to help it. They're not going to solve them all. The engine's tired. So you might be able to see the tube's leaking, that tube's leaking. We got a bunch of leaks on this side. It's not the valve covers, they're dry. And then on this side, switch hands. The head up here, we're getting oil out of. The push rods seem a little bit better. They're not dented or anything like that. But yeah, these are pretty crushed. And same thing, you got oil leaking out of there. So, with that said, it's fuel filter looks good. With that said, the tubes aren't going to 100% fix it, but they're going to slow it down because that's what I saw this morning when I came in. But it's just humming along. It's a healthy little engine. It's a Volkswagen. You kind of have to, not have to, but leaks are all right. Smells good. I was going for like the eye burning test. They're not. But, all right. With that said, let me close out this video because that's where we're at. I want to get a throttle cable on in a correct one. I only have later style, unfortunately. I think I used the last one in my gear. But yeah, throttle cable, just little odds and ends. I want the car after the test drive, give the owner a call, obviously, and say, hey, come get this thing. So, yeah, let me get this thing down and close this one out. Next one, hopefully, will be on the road. Unfortunately, I think I said that about this one. My hair looks amazing. I just got back from the driving range. All right, guys, closing out the episode on 61. I really wanted to get it on a drive today. I mean, it's a nice day, and I think we're going to have terrible weather in the rest of the week. But, I mean, that's neither here nor there. I need the car. I want the car to be right. Could I drive it in its current state? Yes. Do I know that when it would come back, I'd have to screw with it? Yes. Just to get a drive video is not worth it to me, or just to get it on the road is not worth it to me. I did basically clutch, kick, and idle it. I do know the brakes work. The pedal's fine, so on and so forth. The clutch does work. The transmission works, at least pulling and idle on gear. But I need to get a throttle cable in here so it returns correctly. I want to move that voltage regulator. Like I said, just because, is it fine there? Yeah, I know a bunch of you guys probably run it there. But I've had issues, so if I have issues, I like to move it. Because at the end of the day, if it screws up, it's on me. So, with that said, the last things we have to do, throttle cable, voltage regulator. I think I have to put the steering wheel back on and drive it. Yeah, we are at the end of the home stretch. Also, nothing was leaking. I don't know if I said that. But yeah, to rush it now is kind of stupid. I guess is what I'm getting at, because I'd have to go back and do it again to move stuff and to be on the rack. I'd rather just get it done correctly and just get it out the door, to be honest with you. It's been here, I'm not going to say way too long, but way too long. If you work in my industry, it's not like new cars where you can go to O'Reilly's and get everything off the shelf. A lot of stuff is special order, master reservoirs, so on and so forth. Some stuff, yes, I am lucky I can get it off the shelf, but a lot of stuff, weird stuff, I kind of got to wait on. But with that said, next episode, I'm going to say it now, it will be on the road. It is going to be the delivery episode. I want to see how it drives. The engine sounds good. Oh yeah, and we got to do the push rod tubes too. So it's dumb for me to even drive it. I just started this today saying that there was a leak, and I completely forgot about it. Anyway, I'm rambling. Car will be on the road next episode. Parts aren't, like push rod tubes. I can't get them in stock, so they're special order. Just how it goes. Anyway, rambling, digressing, regressing, closing out this video. If you like this episode, whatever it came out, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. If you do, I promise you we will chit chat. As always, thanks for watching. Hopefully, see you on the next one. For hopefully we'll be driving. Unless more developments